If you get 1% better every day for a year, you'll end up 37 times better than you were when you started. If you get 1% worse every day for the same year, you'll decline to nearly zero. Same starting point, same number of days, two different outcomes. That math is not meant to be a motivational poster. It's the engine behind the most quietly powerful book on personal and professional change written this century. James Clear calls it Atomic Habits. I've actually read it more than 5 times and listened to it many more times than any book I've ever owned. And I want to tell you why. Because the same math that rebuilt my body and is rebuilding my YouTube channel is the math that explains why so many financial institutions are quietly falling behind without even noticing it. Most people who set goals in January actually can't tell you what it was by April. Most financial institutions that announce a digital strategy at a January shareholder meeting can't show you the customer-facing impact by the next quarterly meeting. The reason is the same in both cases. People and institutions fall in love with the goal and ignore the systems that produce that goal. Clear puts it in one sentence. You cannot rise to the level of your goals. You'll fall to the level of your systems. If your system is broken, the goal is meaningless. Let me make this concrete with my own story, because I've lived both sides of that 1% math, and the difference between them changed my life. Before the pandemic, I was carrying about 80 pounds. That was literally killing me. I had told myself the usual stories about why. The honest truth is that my system was producing the exact body my system was designed to produce. The goal of losing weight was never the problem. The system around my goal was the problem, and no amount of January motivation was going to fix what my Tuesday afternoons were quietly creating. So I stopped trying to lose the 80 pounds. Instead, I started trying to win one day at a time. One long walk before the call started in the morning. One healthy choice per meal. 1 hour of sleep that I'd been given away to a device by the bed. I made the cues obvious by planning my next morning the night before. I made each action so small I could not negotiate my way out of it. I made the reward immediate by tracking my progress, because the scale lies to you in short runs, but a streak does not. 80 pounds came off, albeit very slowly, but consistently, because I stopped negotiating with myself and started letting the process carry the decision. Now I'm running the same playbook on my Banking Transform YouTube channel. The early videos were rough and the cadence was certainly inconsistent. Instead of starting at a goal of being the podcast of choice, I built a system underneath that goal. The YouTube channel is improving because the system underneath it has improved. The reason why that playbook worked on my body and on my channel is the same reason it will work on anything else worth changing. Clear calls them the 4 laws of behavioral change. Number 1, make the cue obvious, because you cannot run a habit you never see. Number 2, make the behavior attractive. If the action feels like punishment, it will get skipped. Number 3, make the action easy. Friction kills habits faster than any motivation can replace it. Number 4, make the reward immediate. If the win takes a year to feel, everyone will quit by month 3. If you run those 4 laws backward, you'll have a near perfect map of why people stay stuck and why banks stay stuck. If any of these laws are running against you, willpower will not save you. Only changing the conditions around the behavior will. Every action you take is a vote for the kind of person you want to become. Every seemingly small decision that a financial institution makes is a vote for the kind of financial institution it is becoming. So let's dig deeper into the banking industry. What does this really mean for retail banking? Most banks already know what needs to be done. Our research has shown it time and time again. The problem is repetition. The same meetings produce the same approvals. The same approvals fund the same priorities. And the same priorities deliver the same results. Until the daily habits underneath the strategy shifts, your strategy will keep looking more ambitious than your results. Banks are not losing to challengers in a single dramatic moment. It's because the challengers are getting 1% better at onboarding every day for 2 years, while your bank holds 3 meetings to decide whether a driver's license was needed to open an account. That is the compounding gap. It is invisible while it's forming and painful once it finally shows up in your numbers. Agentic AI accelerates that gap in either direction, depending on the habits running underneath it. I actually covered this argument in detail in my Agentic AI video I just produced. So, test your account opening on a Tuesday morning with your own phone. Measure relationship depth instead of transaction counts in your call center. Cut a step from the loan application process this week and cut another step next week. That was one of the lessons from my Aura Ring video. The experience works because the value shows up every morning. Show the employees the scoreboard daily, not just at quarterly all-hands meetings. Pick one goal, just one, improving it by 1% a day for a year. You'll be running a different bank by the time the next budget cycle starts. Here's the question that decides whether any of this happens. What's the North Star your bank is trying to reach by the end of this year? Not your mission statement on the wall. The identity that can be felt by every customer who walks into your branch on a Wednesday afternoon or opens a mobile app on a Saturday morning. But the harder question on top of that one, what habit would a bank with that identity already be running today, and is your bank running it? Most banks can't answer those two questions cleanly. The aspiration sits in one document, the daily behavior sits in another, and the two never meet, which is why so many strategic plans never impact customer behavior. Atomic Habits is a book about the smallest possible unit of change and what happens when you respect that unit instead of simply dismissing it. Again, 1% better, repeated every day, becomes 37 times better in a year. 1% worse, repeated every day, ends up with nothing at all. You get to choose which side of that math you live on, and your bank gets to make the same choice on a much larger scale. If this video gave you one habit to start tomorrow, hit subscribe, share it with a leader in your organization who needs to hear it, and tell me in the comments what 1% habit that either you or your organization is going to start right now. I read every comment, and the best ones become my next Banking Insight video. Until then, embrace change, take risks, and disrupt yourself, because the math is on your side, but only if your habits are.